So, in light of my video about Twitch basically becoming the new home of anti-Semitism and terror, Ethan Klein has made another video addressing it. Now, I don't know if the momentum right now is enough to really make a change, but I'm glad that people are starting to say something, and I'm glad that the left is actually holding our lunatics accountable, unlike the right wing, who refuses to engage Nick Fuentes, who refuses to, engage the anti-Semitic, tidal wave taking over their political movement right now. I'm glad that we right now are trying to make a stand against lunatics on the far left, because now people in Hassan's fan base are literally mourning the death of Yahya Sinwar, the terrorist. I ain't gonna lie, he did die a G death, okay? Being injured and throwing a stick at a drone when you've got nothing left to fight with, that's some G, but still terrorist, still. But I can acknowledge when the guy goes out like a G. He goes out like a G. Hassan supporters are celebrating him and honoring a literal terrorist, enemy of the United States, homophobe, persecutor of minorities, all of that. Literally honoring him, a terrorist. You cannot make this up. The same way they honored the Houthi pirate, and now Hassan saying, I didn't bring on a Houthi pirate to my show, despite the fact that he literally admitted to bringing on a Houthi pirate to his show 9 months ago.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me? Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is...
Whatever, fine. He wants to deny reality and gaslight us.
How is the Yemeni kid not connected to the Houthis, and does it even matter if he was? Not only does it not matter to me if he was or not, it would obviously change the dynamic of the interview if he was, but he is not. They turned Galaxy into a tourist destination. Are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me? Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism.
And just to point out, at this point, progressives are just like MAGA now. Far left progressives are just like MAGA. You can literally in real life see them say, yay, Houthi, yay, we love the Houthis, yay. And then 9 months later, it's like, so, the Houthi guy you guys love so much, he posted a picture talking about putting Zionists on a pike. Literally putting them on a pike. Oh, he wasn't a Houthi. He survived genocide. He's really like Anne Frank. And Hassan doesn't support terrorists. He doesn't support the Houthis. Total gaslighting, but whatever. We'll get to what Ethan had to say. A funny thing as well is Jordan Peterson told it years ago, okay, bro, the heavy far left pro censorship you're getting into, it might bite your ass in the future. And to be honest, nowadays, I don't really know, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Jordan Peterson kind of proved Ethan right in a way as well. The amount of misinformation, lies, and Russia collusion going on the right, at some point, we might actually have to see some censorship occur at some point when it comes to misinformation. So, in a way, they kind of both were right and wrong at the same time. But yeah, now Ethan's dealing with festering and farming an extremely far left platform. Whenever I see Hassan supporters be like, I'm unsubbing from your channel, I literally go like this and praise God every time. So let's see what Ethan has to say.
Hello everybody, it's Ethan Klein from my basement. Beautiful Friday evening. My kids just went to sleep.
Ethan, you ain't doing nothing with that bench press. Send me, I need a home gym. You ain't doing nothing with that. Let's just keep it 100. Send me your stuff, because, somebody, I need, bro, I need a kick deal. I need something, bro. Come on.
I open Reddit to browse my community, who I love so well. And at the top of the subreddit is this very lovely clip entitled... Just a casual panel provided by Twitch at their con, broadcasted on their official channel. What is it? Well, it's a panel hosted by Frogan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra. Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator, and it's kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott. I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad. I'm having a hard time seeing this any other way. And what's crazy is that I've been suspecting that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. Obviously, it started with Hassan platforming Houthi terrorists and showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel. But now, they've unbanned Sneeko.
Down with the Yahud! Down with the Yahud!
And they
The Yahud means Jew in Arabic, just so you know. Yahud means Jew in Arabic. Sneeko literally gets on, this nigga sister says down with the Yahud. He didn't say down with Israel. He didn't say down with the radical Zionists. He says down with the Yahud. And I said this before and I'll say it again. Everyone knows what Sneeko has been up to. Everyone in the industry knows. There's a reason why when Sneeko ran into Speed and Kai at a Rumble event, they ignored him. They ignored him. They were like, we not about to interact with this nigga. Because not only was Sneeko engaging in anti-black racism, which you know Kai Cenat and them obviously ain't gonna get down with, but Sneeko is a total brand risk, complete brand risk. Aiden Ross has always been a brand risk. They're hanging out now. Sneeko claims to no longer be anti-Semitic, but we don't really know how long that's gonna last. Everyone knows Sneeko has been on an arc of misogyny, anti-black racism, and anti-Semitism. Everyone knows it. You know it if you're a viewer. I know it. Twitch knows it. Ethan knows it. Everyone in the industry knows Sneeko has been tweaking for a year and a half. Twitch just brings the nigga back. You know what? It's insane that Twitch keeps Hassan and Frogan, but at least Twitch could say, yo, like, we fuck with these niggas. We love them. They say crazy stuff, but, you know, they're really good people. We're trying to work with them. They're family over here. To recruit, though, an anti-Semite who you banned for misogyny a year and a half ago, you're knowingly bringing anti-Semites into the fold. It's one thing to be like, we got the Hassan and Frogan problem, we don't know what to do with them. It's another thing to be like, hey, Sneeko, we really like what you've been doing over there. Come over here. Come fuck with us, though. Like, come fuck with Could Have Been Records. Like, come on.
They've just unbanned Fresh and Fit this week. These are two of the most prolific Jew-hating creators on the entire internet. And these are the two they've targeted to bring back. Now, taking this all in account, here's an officially sanctioned event at TwitchCon. Let's take a look at it and see what exactly is Twitch endorsing here.
Okay.
It's the perfect transition to our first person, Hassan.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder where they're gonna put Hassan. I'm gonna guess they're gonna put him in Arab.
Hassan is Turkish, but he's a brother,
Yeah.
you know? So,
Yeah, I think he'd be on Arab coded.
I mean, I would put him in Arab, to be honest.
I would put him also in Arab.
Which is great. That's the good one. That's the one you want.
Austin, let's go down the line.
He's Arab.
Arab.
He's Arab.
Arab.
He's
Actual
Arab.
Lebanese. Like,
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Austin.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's
Oh, Jewish.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
stand up.
We're very proud of you, Denims, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage. And
Mind you, Ethan has been unbelievably charitable to the pro-Palestine movement, which is part of the reason why he's getting stomped in his ass right now. He gave so much ground to these people, and they just keep kicking him down over and over again. At this point, Ethan's gonna have to just ask forgiveness for being a Jew. Ethan, if you want this to stop, you need to put in an application for an apology. I don't know who to send it to. I would tell you to send it to like the front desk for Hamas, but like, I don't know if the phone's working with it. They probably got blown up. You need to figure out someone else. Probably send it to Hassan. Write an apology saying, I apologize for being Jewish. Make sure it's big and clear, because you know these people don't read. Make sure it's really big and clear. Type it in all caps, Times New Roman. Don't worry about the format. Just make sure it's super duper readable. Put whatever kind of art you need to put on it, whether it's like, you know, just do whatever you need to do to make it so clear that you're sorry for being Jewish. Put the application in. Maybe Hassan might accept it. His fan base definitely won't. You've been abundantly like apologetic and like super duper like, hey guys, I'm with you. I hate the killing. I hate the dying. I don't think Israel should stop existing though. And therein lies your problem. You won't apologize for the existence of your people in the land of historic Palestine. You are a Jew, by the way. I don't know what Ethan could do to possibly fix this problem. The fact that Twitch entertains people like Frogan and the rest is insane to me. It is insane to me. It is beyond my understanding, beyond my comprehension. And one of the biggest problems I have, besides the anti-Semitism, is also, like, these people promote the propaganda of enemies of the United States. It's bad enough Trump is a domestic threat. Russia's an international threat that spreads unbelievable amounts of misinformation, and it's working. Iran and Hezbollah, Houthi, Hamas misinformation is working. It's working. We're under attack. This is basically like not, it's kind of damn near informational World War III. And we're losing the information war. The United States, the West, we're getting our asses kicked. So, you know, not only is it a battle of fighting racism, but it's also a battle of fighting our enemies. And for those of you who don't care about the anti-Semitism and Hamas support on Twitch, mind you, when they come for the Jews and you don't say none, just realize and understand who they're coming for next. These far left progressives, they're not progressive. They think Chinese imperialism over Tibet is cool. Hassan got exposed for thinking that it was cool. He sat there and got on Asmongold's ass for saying, I don't care if Palestinians are being genocided. They have an inferior, wild statement, inferior culture. Come to find out, Hassan Piker excused Chinese imperialism over Tibet by bringing up slavery in Tibetan culture, and excused it by saying, well, the North went down to the South and got rid of slavery, never mind the fact that the South attacked the North to defend the right to own slaves. And the North never intended to take away slavery from them. Abraham Lincoln told them, if keeping slavery means the Union stays intact, I'll do that. I will do that. The South didn't care. They attacked anyways. The North fought the South to maintain the Union, not to free slaves. And then when the Civil War was over, the North allowed the South to engage in race massacres, lynchings, Jim Crow, and other forms of racial terror for like 100 years. 100 plus years. Hello? Like, the idea that somehow or another you can excuse Chinese imperialism by bringing up the American Civil War is insane. But this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with people who don't actually believe in progressive values. They just don't want white people to be the ones engaging in imperialism and backwards culture. When brown people do it, it's okay. When Asian people do it, it's okay. But when the white man does it, it's bad. These people are not your friends. These people do not believe in the same things as you. They will excuse homophobia in a heartbeat if non-white people do it. I'm telling you. I am telling you. These people are not your friends. They do not believe in a progressive future for all. They believe in progressivism in white countries. They're making me sound like Richard Spencer right now. Oh my God. These people don't believe in progressive values when it comes to non-whites, but they want white people to be progressive. It's insane. Like, are we trying to make the world better or not? How can you sit there and excuse Chinese imperialism, Russian imperialism, Islamic imperialism, but be mad at Western imperialism? Is it wrong or is it right? Hello? You think the Europeans didn't stop Africans from doing horrible things to one another? You don't think the Europeans stopped Native Americans from doing crazy things? They did, but y'all don't like that. Lord have mercy, bro. These people are lunatics. Lunatics.
You guys are killing it. And may I point out here, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. Do you know that there is an Arab to Jew tier list happening in front of your sponsor? And you guys were so kind to sit right in front of them. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom. By the way, a bit of irony. I love that they're boycotting hummus and sitting in front of a Chevron logo. Like, yeah, I wonder which one's doing more damage. Okay. We know Twitch is like, plays favorites with everything. If they were really serious about anti-Semitism, Sneeko and Fresh and Fit, would never have been brought back to the platform. It's just a no-brainer, right? But they were welcomed back with open arms. And I mean, their whole platform essentially for the past year has just been anti-Semitism. I'm not even kidding. That's literally all they talk about. I don't know what to say. You know, I've kind of been put in this position where, like, I watch this clip and I'm like, what the fuck am I actually watching? This is mad. I need to say something. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom, they deserve to know. You know, I know Capcom put in a Shmuley the Rabbi in the next Street Fighter game, who attacks with the dreidels and throws foreskin. So they are very in touch with the Jewish identity. So we're gonna have to ask them. That's it. Enjoy the weekend.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. He going through it over there. I ain't gonna lie. This is not funny, but like the absurdity of it is crazy, right? Like the fact that we're dealing with Twitch basically endorsing anti-Semitism, because like realize and understand that like when racism is co-signed, that's usually not like where it's like it doesn't end there. Like it usually gets abundantly worse. The reality of the situation is Twitch has lost their ever-loving minds. They've lost their minds. They endorse and support enemies of the United States. I hope the FBI and the Department of, Homeland Security, I hope the Department of Defense, I hope all of these, the CIA, all of these agencies have their eyes on what's going on over there, because I'm not playing with this shit. Tenet Media got exposed for working with the Russians. I hope Twitch has no real connections to some shady characters. I really hope so. But there's no denying the fact that Twitch has a problem. Also, Sabra is a word for Jew. It's a term that people use to describe a Jew from Israel as well. So when you rank a list from Arab to people who like Sabra, how are people who are Jewish supposed to take that from people who are known for being anti-Semitic Hamas supporters? You don't really get as much charity. Like, I can't give you the same charitability given the fact that I know what you're about. Like, I know what type of timing you're on. So I can't just sit there and be like, well, what if they meant... No. So I feel bad for Ethan. You could tell at the end of the video he was low-key tweaking out. Like, he was actually going through it. Yeah, bro, I mean, I don't know what to say, man. Feel bad for all the Jewish people on the left. This is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know. Again, like, all I can say is that's crazy over and over again. I cannot comprehend or understand the insanity of what's happening here, but it is what it is. I am shocked that this is happening, but I'm glad that we as the left are cleaning up this mess. We need to stop this. We do not support terror. We do not support anti-Semitism. I'm glad we stood against Asmongold. When Asmongold sat there and said, if the Palestinians are being genocided, they have a backwards culture, Sharia law supports genocide, which it doesn't. We are not going to sit there and dehumanize Palestinians, but we for damn sure are not going to sit here and dehumanize Jews either. There has to be balance. There has to be common sense. And right now, progressives are losing said common sense. Ethan has been unbelievably charitable to this radical pro-Palestine audience of Hassan's, and it's done nothing but bite him in the ass. I feel bad for the boy. He's going through it. He had to turn off the comments because they've completely brigaded him. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The left is going crazy, but we'll see what happens. If they make a big enough stink and contact enough advertisers, it's very, very, very possible that we could see a change. So yeah, because look, even if you don't care about Israel-Palestine, racism is always wrong. Supporting terror organizations is always wrong. American national security is not a joke. Making sure that we do not allow racism toward any group is also not a joke. Because when they come for the Jews and you don't say none, they're going to come for another group next. These are not progressive people. I just want you to understand. Hassan is not a progressive. These are people who utilize stuff like, I don't like homophobia. I don't like transphobia. until people who look like them and come from their culture engage in it. Imagine if I sat here and told y'all I don't like homophobia, but then when black people do it, I have 1,000,001 fucking excuses for why it's not that big of a deal. You would look at me crazy, right? Hassan's not a progressive. Froga's not a progressive. These people are not for real. The moment people of their community do some wild shit, they have 1,000,001 excuses. The moment non-whites engage in non-progressive activity, they have 1,000,000 excuses. I hate the fact that I sound like a fucking white nationalist right now, but I don't know, like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. It's always okay. Imperialism is okay. Homophobia is okay. Transphobia is okay. Racism is, all of this stuff is okay when non-whites are doing it. When people on the other side of the world specifically are doing it. When non-Western powers and non-Western people are doing it, it's okay. It's like, are we progressive or what? My God.